Okay.
That's very fundamental.
All right. Okay. Then we are marking history.
Yes.
The 10 fundamentals of a successful marriage.
Yes.
1, marry your friend.
Yes.
Because friendship is the hallmark and the foundation of any relationship. And you know, conflict is inherent in a relationship. So when you have a conflict situation as friends, you are able to resolve it rather than the litigious mindset where you say, I have rights, I'm a husband. The other one says, I have rights, I'm a wife. 2, marry somebody whose self-confidence and esteem levels are high. Because when they are low, she becomes or he becomes a liability in the marriage. Small little things become a big issue. 3, marry somebody who has a career, not a job. Marriage is very expensive. You can't sustain marriage by a job. That is why I say to a lot of young people, don't marry before you have wealth. Because if you marry when you don't have wealth, your entire life is a debt. Your lobola is a debt, the car is a debt, the house is a debt. Everything becomes a debt. And you know what that debt does? That debt is the one that creates stress in a relationship. 4, marry somebody who has a balance sheet. And when I talk balance sheet, I'm not talking physical things. I'm talking about intellectual capital, because if you have intellectual capital, you can create anything and you can live anywhere in the world. You know, you can compete because you are intellectually competent. Not frustrating. And then number 5, marry somebody who has basic values. Trust, respect, transparency. You know, in a marriage, somebody must be in a position to say, I'm sorry. You know, even when you're not wrong. Because you want what? You want peace. You want stability in a relationship. 6, marry somebody who believes in God. Don't marry an atheist. You know, marry somebody who believes in Momudimu. 7, marry somebody, especially a woman, who's got a social conscience. You know, I want to go and talk to those kids. Why are you not at school? But you know what? We are poverty stricken. That woman then comes to you and says, love, give me your card. And we must give them money to go to school. Because number 8, you must have a life in a marriage. Because if you don't have a life, you're always going to be at home. And when the other partner we are going. Because now I'm going to fulfill my life, right? I'm going to have my friends and I'm going to do everything. Number 9, spend much time with your partner. This thing here, the other partner as you, creates problems. Because what happens is that the more you are alone, the more you are susceptible to, you know, I don't want to...
Loneliness.
To loneliness. And loneliness breeds what? Contempt. Envy and contempt. Number 10, and this is very important for especially African men. Take your wife every year on a pilgrimage. Take your wife overseas. Not Lesotho. Lesotho is not overseas. Take your wife to New York for 2 weeks. You switch off your phones. There are no children. And guess what? When you come back, you are re-energized. Because then you start to realize how wonderful your partner is. I'm done.
Wow, 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 wow!
You know.